there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different tabletop games project every weekday at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. So today, I'm super excited, super nervous to be checking out the 150th most popular project on games. Yeah, when you're that far down, you really have to have some buzz somewhere else around this because the chances of people naturally finding you on Kickstarter are going to be very difficult. But that is the Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. Ice and Dice is an indie gaming convention held in January in Cincinnati. So I hate this use of space right here. I feel like this was really wasted and they should have talked about some of the things that are going to be. Are there going to be tournaments? Is there going to be cosplay? Is there going to be this? Is there going to be celebrities? Something like that. I need to know more because it's just redundant. Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. I see it in this main image and I actually really like this main image. Maybe make that just a smidge bit bigger. But this is solid. I'd like to know the cost of passes. What's the weekend cost pass? That'd be nice to have up here as well. But I already know that it's in Cincinnati. I know the date, so you don't need to tell me it's an indie game convention held in January in Cincinnati. I kind of inferred all that, so I think maybe use that space for something a little bit more informational to get me excited. But granted, just mentioning it's in Cincinnati, Ohio, and that's close to me. I'm in Indiana, so that's not too far at all. So I am actually the target market for this audience. Awesome. So as always, when I click on the video, I'm thinking of three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince me. Let's go. Wasn't expecting that.
Hey, this is Chris, one of the co-organizers of Ice and Dice,
Going personal.
Annual tabletop gaming convention held in January in Cincinnati, Ohio.
So here's the thing, if it's annual, I think one thing that can help with the can you do it aspect of it is mentioning this is the fourth annual, this is the third annual. Heck, even if this is just the second annual, just letting me know right from the jump that, oh, we've done this before. I think that's a very missed opportunity right there.
Ice and Dice aims to showcase the spirit of the indie game developer and third-party publisher, and to bring that spirit together with the enthusiasm that is typically geared towards bigger, mainstream games. We choose to focus on smaller companies and individual creators, because we love the creative energy unique to newer games that are still feeling things out and are in the process of making their mark on the gaming world.
So, prototypes, Kickstarter companies were essentially trying to make this a smaller, not a smaller convention, but that's what we're going for. Interesting. Okay.
And yet, no one can deny the powerful connections we all have with our favorite established games. Our mission is to bring these separate energies together to create a unique and exciting experience. This year, we are fortunate enough to be joined by Mark Reinhagen, Bill Bridges, Phil Brucato, Rich Dansky, Nikki Ray, and about 10 more special guests.
So I feel like that was really poorly done there. And I actually I was applauding something yesterday for this. I don't know who any of these people are. Now, if you told me who they are, I would be excited. Anything here would be better than you're just name dropping. And if I don't know the name, it just lands completely flat. If I do know the name, it's like, oh, cool. But that's one thing I'd recommend.
Who have all worked as writers and artists on White Wolf's original World of Darkness settings. This Dark Reunion will be the...
Okay, so apologies there. I just need to keep listening. I'm a noob. Okay, that might be something that you might want to let me know right at the beginning. If this is something, and this is popular, and this is something that's actually going to move the needle a little bit, especially for that audience, I would honestly have that be right at the front door if this is going to be one of the big selling points here, which it looks like it is.
The first time in decades that some of these creators will be reunited.
Cool.
We will be highlighting their experiences, from working on the World of Darkness RPGs to where they are now. We will also be joined by Tim Kask of the original TSR, Jason M. Harding of Catalyst Game Labs, and Keith Capel of Fantasy Flight Games.
Okay, so now they're doing that, so I give it a complete pass.
Among other special guests involved in various facets of the gaming hobby. I hope you're as excited as I am to meet and even play games with these amazing people. While established games like Dungeons & Dragons and Settlers of Catan will always have a place here, personally, I am also excited about interacting with indie games that are still in development. I find the idea that my opinions may help shape a game's future exhilarating, but there's also a lot of room to make a difference outside of gaming. We are working with disabled American veterans, Extra Life, and tabletop gamers. That's gamer with a Y. To raise money and...
Do you question that? Like, okay. Okay. So what do I think about this? Do I want to go? I don't. I don't think I've been really wowed. Like, I get it that there's going to... So pretty much what you're saying is, hey, there's going to be people playing games you know, but then this is also going to be prototyping. And the fact that you didn't use the word like, oh, we're going to have a big prototyper's ball, or something like that, I think just using some of those buzzwords would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know.
Promote their work. Extra Life is particularly important to us here at Ice and Dice, as, together with Cincinnati Children's Hospital, they made it possible for the grandson of Randy, our president and CEO, to get a life-saving liver transplant.
Cool personal touch.
Last but not least, please consider backing our Kickstarter. We hope to see you at Ice and Dice 2022.
Okay. I was not convinced, which is unfortunate. Because here's the thing. Will there be a shopping area? Are you planning on having a shopping area? Will there be a swap meet? Will there be an auction? If there's a swap meet, which I think every convention should have, I think it's just such an easy thing. If you have the space, if you have the accommodations, to say, hey, you can rent this table, you have it all weekend, set your stuff out, or doing it for people. If you have a swap meet, that gets me interested. If you have tournaments, that gets me interested. If we're having a prototyping night where people will play my prototypes and I'll try other people's prototypes, a prototyping night, that would interest me. And those are things that might actually be happening at the Ice and Dice Gaming Convention, but I think those are things you really want to spotlight a little bit more bluntly in the video. The video didn't capture me as much as I was hoping it would. Where is it? I guess it tells me where. So I can't nitpick that, but okay. Cincinnati, Ohio. No, it doesn't. An indie tabletop. So interesting. Let's peel back. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Do I want it? Yeah. I wasn't massively wowed, but it's just if it's in your local area, you're just naturally pretty inclined to want to go to a local gaming convention. So I think they have some bulletproof armor in that fact. If I'm Cincinnati, Ohio, I'm obviously already engaged. Because I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm down. Maybe it won't be as good as I hope it would, but still, it's local. So yes, can you do it? Not sure here. You mentioned that this was going to be an annual thing, but is this the first annual? Because if it's first annual, I think you should be saying, the first annual, we're going to make this a yearly event, we're going to be, and if it's not the first annual, then I think you should also be spotlighting that to say, hey, this is the third annual, we've done it 3 times. Either way, I want to know more about that. Ice and Dice is a weekend of indie and 3PP tabletop. What does that mean? What is 3? Okay. I am so deep in our hobby, it's ridiculous, and I don't know what 3PP is. So, 3PP... I thought I was deep in the hobby. 3PP... what does 3PP mean? What? I'm so confused. I need to pause this so it doesn't lag. Oh, God, what's going on? Stop. There we go. Okay. So the Ice and Dice website takes me to it. Ice and Dice is a weekend, third-party publishers. You should put that in that part as well, because I don't think most people know that. If you're a third-party publisher, did you know that? Our Kickstarter launched on September 1st, back at today. $35 stand. So this is the stuff that I want to see. I'm kind of glad it's on the website. Spoiled a little bit for me, but $35, that's a damn good price. I would honestly spotlight that right at the thing. And wait, is this inside a hotel? Whoa. So this is good information to have on this website. It makes me feel more comfortable. For hotels with free... so this is telling you about... Is this in a hotel? I need to know some more info. So can you do it? We'll get there. I'm not 100% convinced yet. Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. Ice and Dice will take place in Cincinnati, Ohio from January 23rd to 21st at the Eastgate Holiday Inn and Suites. Why? Yeah, so I feel like that... Okay. I feel like that should have been on the hotel section of the website. Whatever. This year... So that, once again, also gets me more excited, and I would mention that. Anytime a convention is a hotel con, it's just I think it's just better. And if you've been to a hotel con, let me know in the comments below. But it's so nice; you never have to leave the hotel. It's like, get too drunk, you get too tired, you go to your room, you wake up, and it's like you're in a wonderland of gaming, which is kind of what you're trying to pitch here, right? We got the Winterland. It's in the winter. You're going to be locked up in a hotel, 2 days. Playing games all the time. That's the experience I think should be getting sold here. And I think by not mentioning the fact it's a hotel one, I think that's a little bit of a misstep. Because, boy howdy, I'm more intrigued now. Like, that's okay. This year will feature panels and events with content creators from the original World of Darkness RPG settings. So, World of Darkness, yeah, this is a big thing. Looks like a big thing. It's got its own Wikipedia. It must. Oh, and it's sponsored the Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is somewhat of a big deal. I would be spotlighting that big event. All of them coming back for the one time. A little bit more on the front page. Eastgate Holiday Inn, Ice and Dice. What is Ice and Dice? Every year Ice and Dice will be focusing. Okay, so it's going to be the first one. Interesting. I hope you have swag here. I think you should have a pledge level that is shirts. Because I think, especially first annual, people want those shirts. If this is the kind of thing where, like, I might come back to this routinely, don't you want the first one? I think most people do. So hopefully that's an add-on somewhere. We believe that new games that are still in the process of making their mark on the tabletop gaming hobby are just as important as old favorites. The goal of our dual focus is to bring together the creative energy of smaller game developers, the love we have for our favorite established games. So yeah, just the way you're saying, it's going to be, tons of the games but we're going to be prototyping and trying out. You're going to be riding the future. Potential Kickstarter games. And honestly, I would reach out to people around you and be like, hey, do any of you have Kickstarter games that are going to be coming up? Reach out to these people and say, we got this convention. You might want to go showcase it, stuff like that. Hopefully you do that somewhere in here, because I want to know more about your third-party support. 2022 is the first year we're using the dual focus format. And so was there a 2021 Ice and Dice? Probably not a 2021 Ice and Dice. That's a dumb question. But was there a previous one? So what does Dark Reunion mean? Well, we've been able to gather more than a dozen writers and artists who worked on the 5 original RPG systems for the World of Darkness. Once again with the asterisks. I'm getting sick and tired of these damn asterisks, because scroll to where? Scroll to where? I see an asterisk. How far do I have to scroll to get to the asterisk? Where is this asterisk? Is this asterisk even connected to anything, or is it just an asterisk floating in the wind? Because that's what it feels like. And I'm off my soapbox. Where were we? This will be the first time all these individuals will be together at a North American convention. So once again, putting some more caveats on there. I don't care, though. In 20 years, these content creators will be participating in panels, games, and other events to bring you a unique and exciting experience. Cool. So the 3 companies, cool, awesome. There's a lot of text here. I feel like we should just get down to the price. I think the price should have already been mentioned, especially considering cat's out of the bag. I saw it on the thing. It's a great price, $35. Now, granted, you need to get your hotel accommodations, but $35 for a 2 or 3 day convention? Don't even think twice. This weekend, Adventure kicks off Friday at noon when the registration opens. Though if you can get in early and want to skip the line, you can pick up your badge on Thursday from 6 to 8 and Friday from 8 a.m. to noon. That's spectacular. Please have a photo ID handy along with your proof of vaccination. Once you have your badge in hand or you're landed, you can make your way over to the upper terrace where the convention's Master of Ceremonies will offer a brief welcome at the convention at 1 p.m. and that opens the vendor hall. So one thing I would mention is that proof of vaccination a little bit earlier, because I know some people are going to be pissed and some people will be like, yay, awesome, but either way, get that out of the way, pull that Band-Aid off a little bit earlier maybe. Because let's be honest, this is a lot of text here. You're asking me to read a lot of text. And I feel like the fact that you're working with these companies is great. Tabletop Gamers, remember, with a Y. I feel like that's great. And come on, at least make them clickable. And I'm not trying to demean them in any way, shape, or form. I think it's spectacular. I love these sort of things in board games. But come on, make these clickable. And it's so easy. Like, you can go into Kickstarter, update the campaign right now. Boom. It's just... simplicity is nice. But I feel like this information right here is more important than this information right here. And once again, I feel like the price is more information than both of these. From your night owls, overnight gaming will be available in the smaller gaming halls on Friday and Saturday nights. Holy guacamole! That's great. And the ballroom gaming area. So pretty much what this is saying is, I will be able to play games at every hour of the day. And if I go to this convention, and I'll tell you what, if I went to this convention, I know exactly what I'd be doing. I'd be running massive games of Werewolf every night. And I've done that before. I've run 50-plus player games of Werewolf at hotel cons. And once again, that's one of the great things about hotel cons, is you can do things like this. You can stay up super late, do all this, because nobody has to drive. It's just, it's so great. So this is great. I would spotlight this as well. I think this should be in the video. Open up until 11 on Friday and Saturday night, but for your night owls, we're going to have a special gaming hall with big events planned, which you should have some big events planned. And even if you don't tell us what those big events are, just say we got big events. I think there's opportunities here to market a lot of more things to bring more excitement. Because right now, 150, that's going to be hard to overcome on the popularity charts. Panels will run on the hour from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday and 9 a.m. from 6 p.m. on Saturday. Each panel lasts 45 minutes so that you have some time before the next one starts. We'll have the below panels plus many more. World building panel, lighthouse, how to succeed at crowdsourcing. Okay. So I know that this is a dog and pony show. I know that there's probably like 1 or 2 people working on this Kickstarter at most. And I didn't see, are there any collaborators? I'm going to take a stab in the dark, probably say no. Oh, no, there are. Awesome. Spectacular. I would have these, you could update these so much more appealing with just, just some text, some flavored text, and then the pictures of the people, maybe pictures of what it is. Like this one, the crowdfunding one, it's like Kickstarter, GameFound logo, different stuff. Who's Kevin Watson? Who is Kevin Watson? Is Kevin Watson a name I know? Let's double check. Like, I'm just trying to... Kevin Watson, board games. I'm assuming he's in board games. Maybe. Okay, creative hero, handcrafted these mats. Kevin's... Is it... oh, wait, is that that guy? I don't know. But I'm just saying, I feel like spotlighting these people a little bit more would be good. Creating your own gaming zine, starting your own gaming podcast by people. So vending halls and Artist Valley. So there are vending halls. Holy guacamole. So you have vending halls. You have Artist Alleys. You have a good deal of these. And one thing, I'd say, get yourself a swap meet. Get yourself a swap meet. Swap meet's fun. Do yourself a math trade. Set up an Ice and Dice gaming convention math trade. Go deep in those weeds. Let's check out the community here. I'm going to guess it's primarily from Ohio, but just out of curiosity. Special events. Friday, Tabletop Gamers Meet and Greet. This is hot. Oh my gosh. So I am not gay, but if I was, this would be exactly what I'd want to be. It's a local gamer meetup like that's spectacular. Like that's, yes. This event is free and not limited to the LGBT community. Allies are welcome, so please stop by to explore our large game library. I like the fact they're mentioning that. But this is what I'm talking about. Mention more events like this. This, I think, would move the needle for some people. This sounds like a fun event. Vampire LARP. What the hell does that even mean? It sounds exciting. A Vampire LARP for 12 to 48 players? What the hell? That sounds spectacular. And once again, let's go back to that video. I was not inspired. Things like this, I say, I'm down for a 48-player LARP. What the hell's going on? Like, that's the kind of experience you want from conventions, and I don't feel like it was mentioned. Cosplay contests. Missed opportunity right there. I guarantee you, $35 price points in your local area, and there's a cosplay contest, a big cosplay contest with prizes. That right there is going to get you some tickets potentially sold. Right there. Because people, and you say, what? No way. People go to these conventions specifically to cosplay. I've talked to many cosplayers at Gen Con who have said, I don't care anything about any of these games. I just came here to cosplay. And there's people, and yeah, VIP games. There will be VIP games offered all weekend, but the bulk of them happen on Saturday. Here are some of the celebrity-run games that will be able on Saturday. Oh, wow. Awesome. So, once again, spotlight Kevin Watson. Cool. Kevin Watson, I'm sure, has done some impressive things. Let me know what Kevin Watson has done. Star Wars RPG, the Fantasy Flight games provided by Keith Capat. So, cool. These are great things that you should mention earlier. VIP dinner. Special guest dinner. Okay. Don't know what that means. Maybe some more. Can I get into the VIP? Like, what is that? Is that a pledge level? I don't know. We still haven't talked about the pledge levels. I'm not the biggest fan of this organization of this Kickstarter. If you're a miniatures painter, whoa! We have several workshops that you can attend to practice and hone your art, including a paint and take early Saturday afternoon. This is the kind of thing that moves the needle that needs to be in the video. You're covering all the gamers. Gambits. We have a big Friday night meetup. We got this big miniatures paint thing. We got 48-player LARPing. We got special sessions being run by designers and feature. We got this once-in-a-lifetime, thing coming up with the reunion you got to check out. And now we're going specifically into who they are, but you're asking me to have a really long attention span. When I've ran polls, the average time people spend on Kickstarter is less than 5 minutes. And we're not even close to the end of this, and I still don't even know the damn price. I know I can get over here, but I shouldn't have to. Alan is best known for dealing the line of tiny D6, such as to people, lots of people. White Wolf's World of Darkness, The Thing. I just want to know, who's the one person I want to know? Who's my dude? It was, I don't remember his name. So I'm sure some of these are, like, super impressive. And it's like, mention it higher, earlier, I think. Where's my person that I wanted to know? Jeffrey McDonald, not Lloyd, not Chet, not Brian, not Nikki, not Mark, not Jay. And that's what I'm talking about. It feels like this information could be so much better utilized when we were... Oh, Kevin Watson. Kevin is the owner of Dark Naga Adventures, which is a small press publisher focused on creating... so what is it? Dark Naga Adventures, and I'm assuming he's run a Kickstarter before, which is why he's doing that. And you could make this just sound more impressive. Dark Naga's Adventure Kickstarter. Let's see. See if I can strike gold. Okay, yeah. He's got Kickstarters under his belt. Boom. There you go. And you might say, oh, well, it's only $5,000. It doesn't matter. I mean, you ran a Kickstarter. You understand the shipping. You understand the logistics. It's 7 created. So this, yeah. So Kickstarter Composium. If you're trying to launch your game to Kevin, he's done 7 successful Kickstarter campaigns, or 6 or 5 or whatever, anything like that. I think it could have been sold so much better. Rewards for backers, and now we have the rewards for backers. It's so far down. You're asking me to scroll through so much to get to it. Not a fan, because I already know, spoilers, it's good prices. For only $1, you can receive weekly updates for the Kickstarter campaign. So then $35, standard weekend badge. That is a totally reasonable price. I've gone to my local gaming conventions that were probably round about this size at the Grand Wayne Center. And this is I have no issues with that price whatsoever. No frills, just one low cost, and you get great value at only $35. All right? And then we have the VIP weekend plus VIP dinner, limited to 75 backers. For those who want frills, we're prepared to treat you like the very important person you are. VIP badge goes above and beyond where the standard badge gives you by providing early event registration, early entrance to the vendor hall, and artist alley and panel. So here, I think this is so terribly placed right here. This is what you want people to get. You want to sell out of this. That right there, that's more than your funding goal. And the people who would be really interested in this event, let's say like, oh my gosh, this reunion, this is going to be amazing, because I don't even know what any of the hell that means, but there are people who'd be like, this is spectacular, I am hyped. Chances are, if you're one of those people, you probably can afford the $125 weekend thing. Because it's a special dinner, it's special chances to meet all these people who you treat to like celebrities. I feel like having it so low is just such a disservice. VIP dinner includes an appetizer and entree soda. Coffee, tea, or water. Alcoholic drinks are not included. Your VIP badge is a $75 value, while the dinner is a $50 value. Okay, whatevs. Because it's not just about the dinner, it's about the experience, and I have no issues with that. The Rafe VIP, what is that? In addition to everything you receive with the VIP weekend package, you are also invited to play an exclusive Rafe the Oblivion game run by Rich Dansky, with Ian Lemsky playing the role of each PC's shadow. This sounds amazing. If I knew what this was, I would be so excited. Werewolf VIP! Hot diggity damn dog! I told you, you shouldn't be mentioning stuff like this! Ah, why is it so low? This is so frustrating. I want to see it succeed! Werewolf moves the damn needle! If you played in a large group game of Werewolf, and you enjoyed it, there's a good chance that you're like, man, I have not played in a large group game of Werewolf in quite some time. I need to get on that, because it's such a fun damn experience. It's why Werewolf is my number 2 board game of all time. Because of those large group experiences. And what is this? Werewolf VIP. In addition to you through everything you receive in the VIP weekend package, you may also play in an exclusive Werewolf the Apocalypse game. Oh, no, this isn't where this is different. Never mind. With bills for taking a fellow Werewolf PC, pre-gens will be provided. So this is a role-playing thing. I thought it was like a big social deduction. Moving on. Mage VIP. So now this is where we're getting a little bit clunky here. So this is where you're essentially buying the fancy thing, but for a very specific game. Okay. I almost feel like this could be done in add-ons a little bit better, and I'll be interested to see how popular these pledge levels are, because right now I also see that we are clogging this right side up here, like massively, which I'm never a big fan of. Changeling VIP, once again, this is the Vampire VIP, and I do like the fact they're mentioning the time zone, so that's good. Standard badge plus the hotel combo. What? Whoa. $200? Is $200 going to be all I need to pay? Because if that is all I need to pay for the hotel and my badge, this is a huge misstep not having this higher, because $200 is a very reasonable price for an awesome weekend away of nothing but gaming. That should be higher, if that's what it is. Please don't. I almost want it to be what it is, because, okay. For your convenience, we've created a tier that combines a standard weekend badge with 2 nights stay at the hotel, Friday and Saturday. This includes a $15 discount on your badge. This is it. This is the pledge. This is the way. This is such a spectacular pledge level, and it's buried 23 minutes and just countless amounts of text down below. And here's the other big thing that I want you to take into consideration. It's buried over here because of how clogged these pledge levels are. Because I go down through here and I'm just like, I don't want to scroll through all this damn text. So I'm going down like, what's the big special thing? And I see the 100, VIP. And I scroll, oh, so this is Rafe. What is this? Oh, this is to play a special Rafe game. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is to play a special Werewolf game. Oh, what is this? Play a special Mage game. Oh, this is to play a special Changeling game. And now I'm done scrolling. I'm done scrolling. I see what's down here. I miss out on what is arguably one of the most important pledge levels that you have, this $200 pledge level, which should be your most popular one and only one person. Well, a popular one. And then there's a VIP one. Whoa, they just keep going. And once again, why? They keep going, but then worse, there's even ones that aren't on here. There's not a $300 pledge level. Look, it goes 2 to 5. I hate it. Early registration. So this is the VIP badge plus Saturday dinner hotel. So that one's 3. And once again, that kind of shows people want that. People want taking the hotel out of my hands is such an appealing thing for me. Like the fact that I can just say, okay, $200, pay the money now, and then I have myself a weekend vacation in January. Dude, that's what you need to be selling here. This is a winter wonderland. This is an escape from reality. You know, you had that escape last month with the holidays. Get yourself one in January. Lock yourself up in the hotel. Play games, prototype games, play Werewolf, meet people. The video. I feel like the video. Not a fan. Sam Chup is one of the original designers, developers, and writers for The World of Darkness. Is a masterful storyteller and game master. One lucky backer and up to 5 of their friends may pledge at this level for the opportunity to have Sam run a short online campaign for their group using Roll20, Discord, and or Zoom. Okay, so this is also a very unique one that doesn't actually have them going to the convention. But wow. This is spectacular, because if I know who Sam Chup is, and if I have $500 extra and I want to really show off for my game group, this is a spectacular one. I'm very interested to see how popular this one is. Yeah. So 4. So nobody's taken it yet. But still, that is, that's one I'd spotlight a little bit more, because that's $2,000 right there if that gets taken. I don't know who Sam Chup is, but wow. Okay, so we do have add-ons. We have swag. So Ice and Dice t-shirt, once again, first annual. I think that is just an absolute no-brainer. It makes this t-shirt go from one that I absolutely have to one where I'm like, eh. And I get it, though. When you do it like that, there's the risk, because if you make too many... But here's the thing. If it's the second time, you don't think people are still going to want to buy those? Like, if you're in a second time, you're like, wait, that shirt's kind of discounted. It makes me look like I went to the first annual one? Well, don't mind if I do. So I think the first annual shirt is a big one. And quite honestly... I go to this convention, I see that first annual, I see that with no first annual. Which one am I more likely to buy? I think just let me know in the comments below. So we got the dice, tumbler. The tumbler's just got the generic logo on it. I mean, I would doll this up a little bit. If I'm going to be taking this to work, showcasing it, drinking it, I don't want it to look like a generic snowflake. I want it to say Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. Give me a little slogan on there. Give me some flavor. Give me some pizzazz. But right now, this is not exciting. And I know it's a mock-up image, but I would put something a little bit sexier there. So we got the hat, once again. So we have Ice and Dice. Okay. I just feel like it's missing the word Gaming Con. What is this? Dragon's Bag, handmade dice bag. Wow. Holy moly. That's really nice. Add-on standard Ice and Dice tickets. Add-on VIP badge. Ice and Dice dice box. That's okay. Cool. Deluxe box. Ice and Dice logo rolling tray. This is not what I was expecting in here. And then we have the stretch goals. And once again, I love stretch goals. I think they're very exciting in how they can help you get from 150 up. If you start hitting them, I think that having them buried so far down here is just such a big misstep. I've been scrolling for 27 minutes. And I'm just now finding about stretch goals. Now, I understand it hasn't been funded yet, but I feel like you should at least be teasing me about what this great potentially convention could even be more potentially. I said it like 4 times. Where go? So, bonus Ice and Dice D6. All $35 get an extra Ice and Dice 6-sided die. Oh, that is hot. So what they're doing pretty much here is saying you're going to get some swag bags. Because... And here's the thing, they know you're going to come to the convention. They don't have to ship it. They can just say, hey, pick it up at the convention. Like it. Genius. I think those are spectacular stretch goals to go because it just makes the swag bag a little bit nicer. Little Adventures Cool. PDF. Whatever. So Bark is an exciting vampire adventure. PDF. So we have people who have PDFs. Samurai Sheepdog Collection. Get Name Games Annual Collection from... What does this mean? Get Name Games 2020 Annual Collection. Wow, I love... Don't you just love when stretch goals say things and you're like, I don't even know what that means. Oh, it's games. Okay, so it's more games like this. It's more role-playing games, I think, was what they're saying with the PDF value. I don't know. Meet the Artists, a gathering for those interested in the aesthetics. I think part of it is they're focusing a little bit too much on the niche, which is great, but not enough on just the fact that, hey, this is a board gaming convention in a major city where a lot of people live. It's going to be awesome. You're going to play games, going to do tournaments, going to have events, it's going to be fun. $35. I think that $35 just, it has to be on that main pledge because that is such a great pledge. $35 for weekend pass. $200 for weekend hotel. $200 books you a weekend getaway. Like right there. $235 books you a weekend getaway for you and somebody else. I'm done. I'm sold. But you didn't sell it like that. So let's see. You receive one standard weekend badge plus the hotel. King, bed, or 2 double standards. Yes. So $235 all in. Gets you done. Oh my gosh. I think it's a misstep not to have the getaway for 2 package. $220 gets you the hotel, gets you 2 passes. Bada boom. There you go. You're done. I think you make your $5,000 on just on that. I think the way this is pitched. So now we get the hotel. Does the hotel have a pool? Because if it has an indoor pool, I would also be mentioning that as well. It does have an indoor pool with a waterfall? What the hell is this? What? There's a waterfall? Is this indoors or outdoors? I can't tell. So this, once again, we need to be focusing on these selling points. If this is a nice hotel, and I'm staying for $235, $235. Also, look at it from this perspective. You're in Ohio. How many people didn't feel comfortable enough to go to Origins in September, but maybe January's a little bit different. I mean, it's just, I feel like there's so many missed opportunities here. You know, to mention, I would mention all the amenities of this hotel. So if there's a continental breakfast, and you didn't mention continental breakfast, we need to have a come to Jesus talk. Because that continental breakfast moves the needle. Indoor pool, waterfall, that moves the needle. Family center, here's the other thing. You should have a family area. Because, especially if there's a pool, that opens up a whole new market to you. Like that's because mom or dad are like, well, you know, we could do that. You know, it's just, I have such high hopes for this, but I just feel like some things that we already talked about this, I think, right? I don't know. So this is kind of weird. Feels kind of thrown in there. Whatever. Sponsors. We're exposed to work with businesses and individuals who want to help us make this convention a success. If you're interested in sponsoring it, do this. Once again, we can't make it clickable. Why not make it clickable? Come on. It's not affiliated with the yada yada policies, risks, and challenges. I get it. So, let's check out these pledge levels. I'm most interested to see what is the most popular. How this is So $1 just wants to be in the room where it happens. $35 gets you the standard weekend badge, and we have 0. Wow. Once again, I'm going to guess that's because they had early birds, but still, that is really surprising. 0. And that tells me that I don't feel like you're appealing to those people enough. Like that video. I think that video just is quicksand. I wasn't excited. And it wasn't just that I wasn't excited. It's just that you didn't tell me enough. I want to hear open gaming. I want to hear special events. I want to hear tournaments. I want to hear family area. I want to hear open late. I want to hear hotel conventions, swimming pool. I want to hear about local eateries. I want to hear about some other things, some spotlighting things. So VIP weekend badge. So this is if you want to be the VIP. We have 4. The VIP weekend badge plus the Saturday dinner. We have 1. We have the Rafe. 0. We have 0 people in this. 2 people in there. 0 people in there. And this is once again why this should be done in the add-ons. So much. This is just clogging everything here. And it's an event guide. I don't need to be looking at your event guide on your Kickstarter page. Not on this section, at least. Vampire, we have 2. Standard badge plus the hotel, which I imagine should be popular, 1. The VIP pledge plus the Saturday dinner plus the hotel. Once again, one I would expect to be popular. 3, and that one is a little bit more popular. Diamond level sponsor. What the hell is the diamond level? What? Did we... why is this... So this is just thrown in here? Come on. No, the $500 was something else, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the personal VTT game. This is the kind of thing that people from all around the world could take and could potentially catapult your Kickstarter into getting funded without anyone actually going to the con. Like, this is what? This is... Oh, so that's just one... So it's $2,000 right there. And I'm sure that if you market that to the right group of people and say, this is all digital, you're going to be able to have a sit-down with Sam Chupp, he's going to be able to bring the world to life, there are people who would chomp at the bits for this. But it's buried so low, and then it's buried so... Oh, it's gone. Is it gone? Oh, that's because it's gone. Okay, good. Then get rid of it. It's clogging everything else up. We don't need it. So then we have the diamond level sponsor, which once again is not even mentioned in here, which is just such a misstep. Ice and Dice, in a big way, and the lower sponsorship, your company logo will be displayed on the badge lanyard, as well as imagery of your choice on a large banner in the main hall. Oh, wow. That's big. So you're essentially asking people to sponsor, like, for $500, Bowers Game Corner could sponsor this freaking event, and that's spectacular. That's awesome. I love that you're doing this. Spotlight it. Spotlight this one especially early and often. Because if I'm a local gaming person, if I run a company, if I'm hoping to do a Kickstarter thing, and I see this early on, I say, man, $500, maybe that's a great way. I don't know. I just think that this is not mentioned at all over here, at least that I saw. It's buried all the way at the bottom of countless other things, and this is why organization in this area is so important. And also why I think it's so important to make sure you list your prices in the pledge on the left side in the story well. Like, this is a testament to that. Early bird standard weekend badge, $30 to 12 people. They did that time sensitive. Okay, I see that. Personal VTT campaign by Sam Chupp. Yep, one backer, that's gone. Yeah, 500. So, yeah, get rid of all that text over there. So that's a cool. So Sam Chupp really did you a solid there. That's awesome. So let's check out the FAQ, the updates, and the comments. I believe this launched earlier this week. No FAQs. Updates. So it launched September 1st. Oh, just launched yesterday. Okay. And we are live. Please share the word thank you, Randy. So this is one of the worst updates I think I have ever seen. Just because, and I can say that with all assurance, it's a heart. You didn't get anybody who liked it. And you didn't get anybody who commented. You can't put updates like this up there. Like, this is the kind of update where if I see this, I'm like, okay. Their updates are going to be bad. All right, thank you all so much. Also, I just added a new tier that includes a VIP package, plus the Saturday dinner, plus the hotel for two, $300 total. Please keep sharing the link. We can do this, Randy. So, this, Randy, is a heart-to-heart talk. It's going to be hard to get people engaged because you don't have that many people in here. But if you do get more people in here, end your updates with a question. Say, what most excites you about this convention so we can spotlight a little bit more? Anything like that. That's such an easy question. Because chances are the 30 people who are like, all right, I'm going to this. I want to support this. Will be more than happy to probably comment and say, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait for the yada, yada, yada with the thing with the stuff. And then you get other people saying, oh, I can't wait to do that as well. I can't wait for the Friday night tabletop gaming thing. The Gamers Meetup. It's just, hi, Chris. How many nights are you wanting to stay at the hotel? 2? Oh, first comment. So I see there's a standard badge hotel room tier. Is there a way if we pledge for either that to upgrade to the VIP badge plus dinner or add-on? So essentially they added that whole pledge level for Christopher. So good for you, Christopher. You're getting some great customer service. How many nights are you want to stay there at the hotel? Yes, Friday and Saturday. I just added a new tier that includes the thing. Okay. So I would go recommend looking at some other Kickstarters of how people run their Kickstarter to do board game conventions. I know there's not a terribly large amount of them. I did one in Africa, an African board game convention a month ago, and it got me a lot more excited about what it was going to be than this one did, if I recall correctly. And I think it's just mostly that video. It kind of stopped me in my tracks, and that's really hard for me to say out loud. Like, I hate saying that, but I was naturally excited. I could look at the text. I want to be wowed. I said that 1 minute before I clicked on this because it's like, it's a local gaming convention. It looks like it's got itself a little bit of a pedigree. And then it's just, I don't think that this is the Kickstarter page that's going to do it. And I mean, you got to find a way to get more people in here. I think that's the biggest thing. I would be promoting this on Facebook, on Twitter, on the local things, because it really, it's a local gaming con in Cincinnati. There's a lot of gamers there. It shouldn't be that hard to get to them, I don't think. And yeah, we got a bunch of places around Ohio in here. That makes sense. So the Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. Here's what I would do right here. $200 weekends, $220 to $35 passes, open gaming. So this artwork needs to go, I think. I mean, I like the logo, but I think you need to pack this with some information, I would say, because this is great. This is a great amount of information. But I just need to know more. And if you go through the entire Kickstarter page, I think you're like, yeah, this looks like a fun convention. I want to go to this. But most people aren't going to go through that. Most people are not going to go through that. And that's why it's 150th. So there we go. The Ice and Dice Gaming Convention. What's my final grade? Do I want it? Yeah, but it's because it's a freaking board game convention. So weakest check mark ever. Can you do it? That's another interesting aspect here. It's first created. You have the hotel set up. I'm going to assume it's $5,000 to hold the hotel. Can you do it? I don't feel that comfortable with it. Yeah, there's a lot of names attached to it. I'll give that a pass. I do feel like there's enough things here to say, yeah, I'm not worried about the credibility of the gaming convention, even though it was weird how you handled the first annual, not first annual sort of thing. But whatever. And then how much is it? That really, I think, is the biggest selling point that you are neglecting here. $35 for weekend passes, $200 gets you the hotel, gets you a pass. $235 is you and a buddy. So look at that from that perspective. If you and a friend want to go, if you and 3 friends want to go, if you 2 couples want to go, that boils down to $50-something to share a hotel. Or there's so many other things that I think should have been marked on this better. So in the end, I'm going to give this a D. I am not a fan of the Ice and Dice Gaming Convention Kickstarter, but the convention itself looks really damn fun. So check it out, share this, spread the buzz. Let's get it higher than 150 because it looks like a really cool looking convention. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below because, as always, we never know what kind of journey we're going to get on when we go into these Kickstarter critiques. As I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers. And thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye. Oop, that looks all weird.